So here's one of the powerful questions that Jesus asked his disciples, and I believe he's asking you and me this question today. He's been asking this question for many, many years, and many of us answer this question differently. And this is a question that's important for our lives, that's important for our walk with Christ, and that means the way you answer this question will tell us how, or will tell yourself, will tell your relationship with Christ, how seriously you take your relationship with Christ. In the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 16, Jesus had this conversation with the disciples. And we know the story. You've heard the story before. This is the story where Peter confesses that Jesus is the Christ. But there's a powerful moment here that I want you to catch. In verse 13 of chapter 16 of Matthew, now when Jesus came into the district of Caesarea Philippi, he asked his disciples, who do people say that the Son of Man is? Okay, keep in mind that he's been walking with these guys for a couple of years now. He's been teaching them. He's been doing miracles. They've seen the miracles. They've been walking with him. They've seen the stuff he's done, the signs. Now he's asking them a personal question. Okay. He says, who do people say that? Well, actually, he asked them a question that he probably heard others say. Okay. Who do people say that the Son of Man is? Referring to himself. And they said to him, some say John the Baptist. You know, John the Baptist was the one who came to prepare the way. He's the one baptizing people in the Jordan River. He's asking. They are saying some say you are the John the Baptist. Others say you are Elijah, and others Jeremiah or one of the prophets. You know, we've heard of what people think of you. Some say you are this. Some say, let's bring it back home to our 21st century. Facebook say people on Facebook say you are this. You are a good guy. You are a good prophet. You are this. People on TikTok say you are this. You are this. People on Instagram say you are this. You are this. This denomination say you are this. You are this. This church say you are this. You are this. You are a good man. You are this. And Jesus gonna make it very personal. And this is when it get very interesting and very it can get very awkward at the same time. Jesus said to them, he said to them, but I've heard what you say. I've heard like so many other people what they thought I am, who they thought I am, but he said to them, but who? I'm talking to you now. Who do you say that I am? And that is the question that I want to ask you to ask yourself, who is Jesus to you? Okay, you heard your pastor say he is so and so. You heard your maybe your Sunday school teacher said he is so and so. You heard in the worship team they are singing about him. You've heard how people use his name on the streets like a cuss word. You've heard all of that. You read the comments on Facebook and social media, but Jesus is looking at you and he says, "Who do you say that I am?" This is very important for you in your relationship with Jesus Christ. Who do you say that he is? If you say, well, he was a good man, he was a good prophet, and you will know, you heard the story of the young ruler who said to Jesus, "Oh, good teacher," right? Jesus says, "Why do you call me good? No one is good. You know that no one is good. Why do you call me good?" Calling Jesus a good prophet or a good man, or this is deep, this is not a promotion. This is not doing justice to who he is. You depromote him. You devalue him because he's more than good. He is God in the flesh. So he says to the disciples, "Okay, I heard you. Yes, these people say I'm John the Baptist, Elijah, or one of the prophets. But who do you say that I am?" The question is not what others say, but who do you say that I am? Simon Peter replied, "You are the Christ, the Son of the living God. You are the Messiah, the Son of the living God. You are the one that we've been waiting for, the Son of the living God. You are the Savior of the world, the Son of the living God." Who is Jesus to you? Is it just a friend that you go to when things get tough? Is it like a ATM machine? You treat him like an ATM machine. You just go to him when things are not going well and you want some money, or you're struggling with this and you just go to him when that happened. Who is Jesus to you? He's asking you this question. Who do you say that I am? Because the truth is, many of us will say that we have a relationship with Jesus. Many of us will agree that, yes, I go to church, I worship, I go to Bible, I do Bible study, I read my Bible, I do have a relationship with Jesus. But I want you to answer this question. Who do you say that he is? If somebody comes to you and say, who is Jesus to you? What would you say? That is the question. That's the powerful question, Jesus. One of the powerful questions that Jesus asked his disciples here. I heard what other people say, but who do you say that I am? And after Peter said that, Jesus said that to him in verse 17. And Jesus answered him, Blessed, blessed, blessed are you, son Bar Jonah, for flesh and blood has not revealed this to you, but my Father who is in heaven. And I tell you, you are Peter, and on this rock I will build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it. I will give you the keys of the kingdom of heaven, and whatever you bind on earth shall be bound in heaven, and whatever you loose on earth shall be loosed in heaven. Then he strictly charged the disciples to tell no one that he was the Christ. So if Jesus Christ is your Lord and Savior, is if he is not one of the prophets, oh, he was a good guy. If he is the savior of the world, if he is your savior, your Lord, you need to be proud and to walk around and tell others who he is. There are so many, I call them like CIA Christian. What I mean by that is that I don't want anybody to know that I am a follower of Jesus. I don't want anybody. I don't want my neighbors. I don't want my coworkers. I don't want where I play ball. I don't want anybody to know that I'm a follower of Jesus. And on Sunday, I go to church and I do my thing, and I come back and check box and I'm done. Jesus is not looking for fans. He's not looking for people who sit on the sideline and cheer for him. He actually looking for followers, people who will want to put their hands in the pa- in the work and start working with him. He's looking for harvesters. Canada, Jesus is looking for harvesters. He's looking for people to stand up and say, this is the Son of the living God, and I'm not ashamed to call him my Lord and Savior. It is time for you, pastors. It is time for you, evangelists. It is time for you to stand up and say, Yes, this is my Lord and Savior. Not only on Sunday morning, wherever you might be, in the store, on the hockey rink, on the field, playing basketball, in the store, wherever you might be, you said, This is my Lord and this is my Savior, and I'm not ashamed to call him my Savior. Who do you say that Jesus is in your life? Hey, if this video have either challenged you like it challenged me in this passage when Jesus is asking, Who do you say that I am? You might want to share that video with somebody who is struggling with who is Jesus to them. Hey, hey, go ahead, share this video. Share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to this video as well, because we're gonna bring more devotional like this for you. The question is, who do you say that Jesus is?